I grew up on this river. I grew up hunting and fishing through these trees. I grew up fishing in this river. Normally, you would see kids down here playing in the river, and there'd be people fishing in the river here. But because of the contamination that's been happening here, thousands of fish came floating up dead in the river. We think that it's fracking waste that's been dumped into the river upstream that's caused most of the contamination.
Do you feel like there's not enough federal regulation on sort of like fracking and stuff?
Our state is pretty much in the pocket of big oil. So it's hard to get a regulatory board in there that's not already bought and paid for. Not only the United States government, state government, local governments seem to push the contaminants and anything that's toxic onto lower class people. So anywhere that there's poverty, you're gonna find contamination. And it's not only us as the Ponca people, but it's the south side of town where the lower income people live. And to me, it's environmental racism. And what environmental racism leads to is environmental genocide. And that's what's happening to my people now. There's lots of oil pumps and oil tanks all around the reservation here. I understand that the oil production is hand in hand with the world economy, but if we focused our attention into the renewables, we wouldn't need the fossil fuels anymore.
Do you worry that, like, because of the contamination and the pollution and stuff, that it might drive your tribe away from the reserve?
That's something that I've really struggled with in my life, is making a decision, knowing that I have my children here and knowing that we're in a place that's not healthy to live, but at the same time not wanting to leave my people and desert. It feels like deserting my people, you know, and just leaving them here to die. Can you smell the difference in the air a little bit?
Yeah. Doesn't smell like clean air.
One of these cells, like over on this side, it's hydrogen sulfide. If that gas was released, it would kill every living thing in a 15-mile radius.
Wow. What happened here?
When I was young, man, this was all houses. As far as you could see, this was houses. So all these trees were in somebody's front yard. There was a toxic goo that they called orange sludge that started just like boiling up into the basements of these houses. And they condemned the land and they bought out all of the homes. And they bulldozed all the homes, and then they turned this into a park to bring your families and bring your children. All of that toxic waste is still under this ground right here. They didn't do anything to clean up the waste that's underneath here. All they did was smoothed over the surface and planted some grass and made it look pretty. And it's not just about environment, it's about racism and environmental genocide.